Good morning. We have had such a nice, relaxing, chilled out morning. I can't tell you how nice it is to be able to do that. Um, as we're sort of settling in the house, I guess we're sort of taking, like you move in and every weekend is just busy, busy, busy because you've got to like build furniture and buy things that you didn't think you needed and, make sure everything's set up. And finally, I feel like we can relax a little bit. So it's been nice to have a really chill morning. So it's almost 1 o'clock. We've had breakfast, we've done our meal prep for the week and meal planning. We've not done the prep, sorry, we've done the planning. And we're going to be popping out in a minute. So yeah, so I've had a nice morning. I wanted to show you this because I found it really, really good. You'll find these everywhere, by the way. I've had them in the past. It's just a weekly planner, but I picked one up at Tesco's yesterday because Danny is constantly asking me what we're having for tea and I'm not having to do all the remembering. So I was like, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm just going to write it down. So it's just a regular weekly planner. It's not a meal planner, but I've done it as a meal planner. So top is lunches, bottom is our tea or dinner. And then the weekend I've just split into two, so Saturday and Sunday. And then what I've done, I don't know if you can see this, but wherever the recipe is from, so this is Pinch of Nom, and it's the Quick and Easy cookbook. So if for some reason I'm busy when Danny comes home and he wants to crack on chopping veggies or something, he doesn't need to ask me. He can just look at this. He knows which cookbook it is, which recipe it is, and he can just like get started. Because as I mentioned, I've been working like quite a lot trying to get this website up. So I'm sort of coming home from work and just cracking on with it. So sometimes he's come home the past week and I'm like, yep, I'm upstairs, I'm in the office, I'm just cracking on. So this is just going to make things so much easier. We both know what our meal plan is for the week, which is lovely. So grabbed that, had a nice, so after this morning I did all my meal planning and then went and had a shower, and I've tried out my a different curler on the curl barrel on the Dyson Airwrap, and it's done like a tighter curl, which I'm not used to. I'm used to doing my hair with straighteners to curl and weave and all that kind of stuff, but because I've had my hair dyed, it's now so much drier because it's been bleached. So I was trying to find a couple of products. So I found the Kerastase Blonde Absolute Cicaplazma, which is like a blonde protectant, like heat protectant for blonde, and then also I think it helps with styling. I'm not too sure. Lovely, absolutely love it. Leaves my hair really soft. And then with the Dyson as well, it's just meaning the ends are a lot less dry. So I'm trying to be a little bit kinder on how I'm heat styling my hair and not overdoing it. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. It's a bit bouncier and a bit fuller than I'm used to, but it's nice, I like it. Also, those scones last night were so good. I'm actually taking, I packed up a couple. So I'm going to take a couple to my parents, and then I'm also going to take some to Danny's family because that's what we're doing today. So in a few moments we're going to set off, go to my parents. I'm going to pick up my bike. Guys, I haven't been cycling in years. The last time I went cycling, it was along the canal in Ottawa. There was like a bike rental place, and I grew up with like a mountain bike, so I was used to like straight handlebars, leaning forward and everything. Whereas the bike I ended up renting from this rental place, it was like a like a day bike, so it had like the rounder handlebars and you kind of sat up and back, and almost like, God, the amount of times I wobbled and almost fell into the canal, it was so bad. And then obviously I hurt afterwards. So I haven't been cycling since then, but I've tried to get into running. I'm struggling a little bit, just like with pain on the front of my leg where near where the shins are. I think it's muscle related though. I don't think it's actually shin splints. I think it's more muscle related. I think my muscle's just really, really tight, and it's causing a lot of pain when I'm running. So I've like massaged everything out this week and done some like yoga and everything. I did so much yoga that in one day that I actually like overstretched my fingers. You try and get like fit and healthy and then you just end up with injuries. It's great. But anyway, so when I go on my little runs, because Danny doesn't want to run because he's got a pretty bad ankle, which he twisted and rolled when he was like younger. So he has to be quite careful of it. So he goes out on his bike and I go running. And then we were like, do you know what? Let me get my bike and then we can go on bike rides together. So that'll be nice. And then, yeah, so we're going to drop off the scones and then we're going to go to Danny's parents afterwards and have tea as family. So I hope they like the scones. So yeah, I think that's us sorted. I'm going to put my shoes on because we're going to get cracking and head out. Also, I do need to show you my sandals because I love them. Are we tracking me? Sort of. There we go. Oh, that's not a good angle. So they're a gladiator sandal. And they're like a nice brown leather. And it's the softest leather. Oh, you're making yourself now. But yeah, it's the softest leather. And they've got like a little ankle strap there. And then another strap there. The only downside is that the straps aren't sort of sewn into the centerpiece, which I think I would have liked because this top one keeps sort of slipping out. But they're really comfy. They've got a super nice base on them. And I left the sticker on. Okay. They're from, see, that's the only downside of these sandals. But other than that, they're super comfy. They're leather. They're from, I think the brand name is Shoon, but they're from Moda Impel. And they were originally £120 and I got them for 50. I almost bought them in black and brown, but I was like, no, I'm gonna get black sandals as well, but I need to get them in a different style. Absolutely love these. Okay, I'm just gonna back up. These are the sandals. I absolutely love them. They stay on my feet. With sandals, that is an absolute must for me. I need something that's gonna stay on my feet because I am the absolute worst when it comes to slides. Absolute worst. They always slide off my feet. Do I grab a water? Yes, I do. It is gonna be a hot day. Do you want a water? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, we're off. We're gonna pop to, I think we're gonna pop to a shop first. A couple of shops. And then head to his parents. And then head to my parents. Good morning. It's Monday. That means today is the day I get to myself because Danny's at work. I haven't done any of my own work yet. So as I mentioned in a previous clip, I'm hoping to get my website launched and I want to do a lot of that work today. However, the chaos that is in here is distracting my mind. So I think what I'm gonna do, we borrowed a like clothing rail from his parents so that we can hang all the clothes up that we want to sell and get rid of, and at least they won't be in piles on the floor anymore. So I'm gonna go do that now, get that organized, clear up a little bit of space in here, and hopefully this area will feel a little bit less chaotic and a little bit easier to manage. So I'm going to do that. First, I want to show you something I bought yesterday because we are going away soon, and I realized that I really like to wear a crossbody bag because a lot of them do have like little top handles, which I like. But then I like having the crossbody, so if I need my hands free, I can have my hands free. Now I noticed that I've only got 4 nice bags. Actually no, I've only really got 4 handbags. I've got 1 large tote bag, and then I've got 4 kind of crossbody bags. 2 have a top handle, 2 don't. Now that sounds like I have a lot of options. I don't. They're all pretty much the same colour. I have like one that's like a blush pink. I have one that is a bright pink, one that is a rose pink, and the last one is kind of a corally colour, like a muted coral. So they're all in the same like colour category. I don't have any black bags. I don't have any, actually no, do I have one? I don't even know if I have a black bag. I don't think I do. I don't have a tan bag. Like, I don't have any sort of like regular colours. So I've ended up buying a little bag. Now, one of the ones I really wanted at one point was the Longchamp backpack, because I think it's quite a nice sort of stylish bag, but the key thing about the Longchamp one is that it folds down into like a little pouch. And I do really want one, but I can't really justify the price at the moment. I should have bought one when I was in the airport in Canada, because it was duty free and it was Canadian, like Canadian prices as well. I should have bought it there, but I didn't, and I kind of regret it now. But yeah, so it's still kind of on my wish list of something to eventually get, because I feel like it would be really good for traveling about. Now, Longchamp also do like little crossbody bags too, and they do one which is really, really tiny that you can fit like your phone in, which I think is too small for what I need. And then they do one that's slightly bigger, but the one that I've seen is leather and it's like £400 or something. Again, not something I particularly want to invest in at this moment in time. Now, I had been scrolling the Joules website, so I've ended up popping into Joules yesterday, and this bag was only £29, and it is very similar in style to the Longchamp. And no, it's not black and it's not tan, but it does have some kind of like chocolate brown. I don't know if these are leather. I don't know if this would tell me. I'd have to look at the website, but they've got like a leather look. It's kind of like that Saffiano leather look on the little top handle, and it's not too small, but it's also not too big. And it comes with a crossbody strap, which is adjustable, and you can adjust it the whole way because it is just a fabric one. It's not a leather one with the holes punched in. And then inside, it's got a little top zip. There's no sort of flap over like the Longchamp, but it does have an inside pocket. So it's got a cute little pocket in there, and then a decent sort of amount of space, and it's got this cute little polka dot print on the inside. So I figured this would be big enough to fit my phone, my wallet, my camera, and maybe some other bits, you know, like a mirror, lip balm, lipstick, maybe some painkillers, because I always have them to hand, contact lens solution, glasses cleaner, that kind of thing. I feel like this would actually hold a decent amount of stuff. It's got like a decent sort of width base as well, and this was only £29. It comes in this green and it comes in orange. I'm not an orange girly. I don't think I have anything in my entire wardrobe that's orange, but I do have a few bits of green. I've also realised I think I have like 4 green dresses now and not many other colours, so I probably should start staying away from green. But I liked it. It was cute. It was a nice colour, and it's, so I'm 5'10". Bear that in mind. Now, a lot of crossbody straps tend to not be long enough, and what I'll find is that I'll put it on and the bag will naturally sit here because the crossbody is way too short. This is like stupidly long, and it's not even at its full extension. I've still got that amount of space to go, and it sits really quite low. I might end up actually bringing it a little bit higher, because even though that's quite a good height for me, I feel like it is a little bit low. Maybe somewhere around there. I can't even see that. Yeah, maybe somewhere around there. Anyway, I love this bag. This is cute, and it didn't break the bank either. So this is nice. I get to take it with me on holiday because it was 29 quid, and because it's canvas, I'm not worried about it getting damaged. We're going to be going to the coast. We're going to be traveling about in and out of the car, so it's going to get chucked in and out and everywhere. But because it's a canvas material, it's really nice and flexible, so I feel like I can pack it quite well if I need to. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my cute little purchase. Yeah, now I guess I should crack on with this. I didn't realise how many clothes I had. There's like 3 t-shirts that are Danny's. The rest is all mine. This is quite embarrassing, but all of this is hopefully gonna get listed for sale. I need to try and wheel this. This is not gonna be good, guys. There's so much. I hope this thing does not collapse. It's a bit wobbly. Like, this is ridiculous. Why? How did I accumulate so much stuff? And don't forget, I have a wardrobe in our bedroom that's full, and a wardrobe in the spare bedroom that's also now full. However, he's got more clothes in that one than I do. A little silver lining there. I do have some shoes as well. What else do we have? We've got some, like, I've got some shorts and like some socks that are still in their packaging. They were Danny's because he bought them, and then I think he just never opened them, and he's realised that the type of sock will not work for him, and sort of the kind of shoes he wears. So we're going to get rid of those. So I'm going to create a little pile over here that will be all the stuff that, like, all the other shoes and accessories. And yeah, it's hot. Why? I thought we were done with the hot weather. I was getting really excited for autumn. I've saved so many like autumn colour and like wardrobe pieces to my wish lists on like Next and M&S and a couple of other stores. And it's like, I mean, it's 24, 25 degrees in my house. Let me see. What's the weather telling me? Yeah, it's 25 degrees in my house. I'm not impressed. Also, trying to move things around in warm weather with a very small breeze is not fun. Anyway, the room's looking a lot better. Let me show you. So it's a little bit more of an organised chaos now. This corner is the stuff I don't really know what to do with. I've got my yoga stuff, which I do use, so I may end up doing yoga in here instead of the living room. We've got an old Xbox, which I still have games on. This was mine. However, the new game that I wanted to play was not compatible with it, so that's why that's there. We've got a little portable heater, so if randomly in the winter our heating breaks, we can use it. And we've got some paperwork from our home builders and a couple of other accessories. The suitcase, I think, can probably go in our garage. Then we've got some boxes of keepsakes there around there. I'm pretty sure that cardboard box is all rubbish, minus the bag at the top, which is my mum's and I need to give back. And then that's all the clothes that I need to sell. Plus, there is some accessories and packing materials on top of there. And then there's also some shoes that we need to sell too. So it feels a little bit more like organised chaos rather than just pure chaos. I think sometimes that's how you have to manage it. When speaking of like home organisation, sometimes it's just tackling a little bit at a time. Like I cannot, I do not have the time or location set up or anything like that to know exactly where to put everything right now. Like I don't have a drawer to put say packing materials in. I don't have necessarily a space to put an old Xbox. Like I don't have a cupboard to put it in. So I think it's really important not to sort of like stress yourself out too much when trying to organize chaos. And sometimes it's just about categorizing things and then leaving them in piles until you have the time, space, place to put them in the right home. So try not to stress out too much. That's my big tip. Things take time. Things absolutely take time. Also, yesterday when we were out, I got some more hot chocolate from Hotel Chocolate, and I love their hot chocolate. So I have the original version of the Velvetizer. I have it in this like bronze colour, like bronze? Copper. I think this is the copper colour. So we actually got a kettle and toaster that matches, pretty much. These guys are from Morphe Richards. So yeah, they're pretty much bang on. I'm not picking up the toaster to show you guys though. But we went to the store yesterday and I got some more hot chocolate. Their hot chocolate is so good because it is actually chocolate. They flake it up, so it isn't that sort of powdery, sugary, like instant hot chocolate that you get. It is actual proper hot chocolate flakes, and basically you can buy a little pack. They have so many flavors. By the way, this isn't an ad. I'm not good enough to be sponsored yet by anyone or supported in that way. I don't have anywhere as near the amount of followers that I need, or subscribers. Maybe one day. So this is just a pure, like, I love this, pure recommendation. I think the first box I got was like a selection box, so it had lots of different flavors of hot chocolate, and I got to try loads. So I highly recommend that if you're getting the Velvetizer for the first time. What else? Oh yeah, so they have lots of different ones. So they have actually got a dark, I think they have like a regular one. This is the milky one, so it's 50%. They have a 70%, and then I think they have like a 90%. I don't think it's 100. I think it's like a 90%. And then I think they have like a white chocolate too. Then they have all their flavors. So I do still have some remaining of the Black Forest Gatto. I think I might have like a peanut butter one. There's also, this is just off the top of my head, guys, so bear with me. What else do they have? They have ginger. My phone, I didn't bring my phone down. They have chili. Chili's an interesting one. Oh, they have orange, like a clementine. So that's like chocolate orange. It's like a Terry's chocolate orange in a drink. It's great. So anyway, highly recommend these. How many did you get? Where will you tell me? How many's in here? Oh, here we go, 10. So you get 10. Now, the reason why I like this, because it feels more like a luxury hot chocolate. I tend not to drink as much of it because I spend a little bit more to get a nice hot chocolate. I've got the Velvetizer, so it's really nice and creamy. It's very smooth and it's quite rich compared to a lot of like watery ones. Because it's more of like an indulgence, it's definitely like it's turned more into a treat than necessarily like a regular hot drink during like the colder months. So I do, if you're trying to like, if you love hot chocolate but you feel like you drink too much, I feel like this is a good way to do it, because I bought like I think I maybe bought 2 boxes last like autumn winter, and I still have maybe like a third of that left. So you don't sort of go through it quite as much because it's more expensive. So you are going to go, yeah, do you know what? Tonight's a really like, I really need a hot chocolate night. So that's kind of why I like them and why I splurge a little bit on something as simple as hot chocolate. The other thing I really like from Hotel Chocolate, now I got, you know, like a coupon, you know, I think when you buy the Velvetizer, you get like a coupon and you can buy, like you can get a free box of like something with the hot chocolate. When I originally went, they had run out of the biscotti, which is what I had really wanted to try. So I ended up with like some little mini chocolates, which were also really nice, but they were just very plain. So when I went back, I went and got the biscotti. This is the best biscotti I've ever had. Mainly because you get a selection. You don't just buy like one flavor. So in here, I think this is also 10. Is there also 10 in here? How do I find out? Where does it tell me? sure there's 10. There's 5 flavours. I think there's 2 of each. Why won't you tell me anywhere? I'm pretty sure there's 10. Don't quote me on that because I can't see it anywhere on the box. But, okay, so the flavours that you get, you've got chocolate. So I think that the chocolate has chocolate chips in the chocolate biscotti, baked pecan, dark chocolate and sour cherry, orange, pistachio and cardamom, cinnamon, almond and cocoa. They like, there's a picture on the back of them. They are so delicious. They're really, they don't sort of disintegrate too quickly. They are called the 10-second dunking biscuit. It's correct. You can dip it and it will still be crunchy, but it will also have like that hot chocolate coating on it. I love these. So whenever I buy a box of the hot chocolate, I buy a box of these as well because they're just so good. So yeah, that was my other purchase. Right then, well, I am still waiting for a pickup email, so I'm still waiting to pop out of the house and pick up my Lush order. It's literally just a tone of water. Like, I don't know why I haven't received an email saying it's ready for pickup yet. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that comes through soon. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do right now, but I'll figure it out. So I just paused for a little bit to have lunch, and Daisy, you can see her little tail flipping about. Daisy. What? What's the matter? What? Are you hot? Yeah. I opened the patio door and she went outside for a little bit. And she came back in very quickly, so I think she's a bit hot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna refresh her water so she's got some nice cool water. It's not warmed up from the heat of their room. It's thankfully not too hot in here right now. I've had the windows open just to get a little bit of a breeze, and then I cracked the patio door open as well. So it's not too hot in here, but it is definitely warm. So I refreshed her water and she seemed so bummed out that it wasn't food. She kind of went over and sniffed it and then was like, what's this? Like, this is not what I wanted. And then walked away. By the way, so I think in a previous video, I mentioned that we had got some Fortnum & Mason jam. Now, we've got 2 that we still need to eat, or should I say that Danny still needs to eat because he is the one that eats it the most. So he's got the Burlington breakfast marmalade, so we've still got that to go. And we've got the English cherry preserve. Now, there is still a plum jam in the fridge that's still not finished, but he's finished the strawberry preserve. Now I love these jars. Look how pretty that is. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really, really want to reuse these jars for something. I'm not 100% sure what yet. I don't know if it's going to be maybe like little plants, or I could do flowers, like dried flowers, and have them displayed in places. I'm not 100% sure. If you have any ideas on what I could, I'm not using them for food. I'm not going to make my own jam. I don't think I'm that skilled or have that amount of time, energy, and dedication that I want to put into making jam. So if you have any ideas of other things that I could use them for, I would love to hear it in the comments. Please give me ideas. And then one thing that I had, I'll sort of include you in this, an idea that I'd had. So we've got this blank space here. Now there is a TV aerial there, but I don't want a TV in here at all. I don't like having a TV in here. If, like, I prefer to listen to music when I cook. So an idea that I'd had is to have a couple of shelves put up along here, very small shelves, very shallow, not too deep, and to put the little gold bar railings around the edges so that we can have, what's it called? Like we can display alcohol bottles, you know, maybe bottles that have like a really nice design to them. Maybe put a couple of small little plants up there, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, whenever I've decided what to do with the jam, to see if I can put, when we eventually get little shelves, see if I can put them on those shelves. That's what I'm thinking. I think it would look really cute, a little bit more unique, and it'd be a little bit different to putting a TV there, or just a piece of artwork. So that's my thought process. Let me know what you think. If you've got any other ideas, please let me know. Oh, the other thing I potentially want to display on those shelves is cookbooks. So like nice looking cookbooks. You know, something that kind of fits the vibe of the kitchen, not just any cookbook. Like I have my cute little scone cookbook. I'll show you this one. Like this is from the National Trust. It's not anything particularly fancy, but it's very British and I like that. National Trust Book of Scones. There's also the Harry Beavis cookbook, which I've mentioned in a previous video. That one's called Country Comfort. I love the colour, it's like a nice sage green. It's very, very country looking. Ooh, whacked myself in the face. You know, it's a nice cookbook. So potentially something like that as well. So yeah, that was kind of the thought process around that space. Let me know your thoughts.